Hello, this is Thadamel Secrets, also known as the Betamel Strategist, and we're going to be responding to Man Guide on a video called Leftover Women Panicking. And I'm just going to go through my own interpretation of how I feel about the video. Um, I don't think exactly like how the MGTOW movement thinks, or exactly how the feminist movement thinks, and other movements, because they're so rigid. Like it's literally so rigid the way people think about stuff. Like I notice that women sometimes diminish men, and men sometimes diminish women, and it's like a back and forth kind of thing, where it shouldn't be like that. We don't even have to be a certain way. It's all about communication and talking and stuff, but it's complicated. Let's just get into it.
Is your body count over 30?
No comment. I'm a man of God.
Madison?
No comment.
You've already revealed it. You revealed it.
I don't really know. Do I want to get into this right now?
Just for a second.
I need to
What
let
is
my
it?
daughter
Yeah.
speak. Now we're having a come to Jesus.
What is it?
8.
8?
Are you disappointed in your daughter?
8?
8.
Sweetheart, you're just...
It's gonna get
It's
the
just
belt.
starting out.
Hi guys. So I'm about to go to work, but I wanted to stop on here really quickly before I do to tell you guys something that's just been like on my mind, and something that I feel like you guys need more insight on. So recently I've been like seeing these TikToks of like, oh, men are not approaching me. Am I ugly? Am I doing something wrong? And I've seen a couple of these. And I kind of wanted to come on here and let people know men are intimidated by beautiful girls.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth is calling, and now you are molding and coping so hard.
So after hearing what that lady said, and focusing on exactly what that funny video skit, like that music that was playing with the chat in the background, it just goes to show that that it's not that men are intimidated by women, or it's not that women are not women, like the way women speak is not really. It's like there's misunderstandings. That's what it comes down to. There's a misunderstanding between men and women, and they know there's a misunderstanding. There's a difference of communication that they cannot really resolve to find a solution to their issue. But it's not always like that. There's relationships where things do work out, where each other does focus on what to do and what to focus on. However, not everything is about beauty. Not everything is about looks. Not everything is about being beautiful. Even though it is a really good, it was a really good thing for people, because they can show their confidence and be more of a greater person than usual. It's just like ratings of a beauty is not really on a scale. It's complex. Like, for example, some people will see me as attractive. Some people will not see me as attractive. It's a difference of opinion, how you're raised, the role models you had in your life, all that stuff. So, honestly, there's no reason for both sides to have this issue. If we just start focusing on life a little bit differently. That's why I talked about my class with personal development too, focusing on a different type of betterment. where it's like this. In the original ideology of imperial design, everything has an imperial design. That means every video you watch has a different imperial to it. This video, Leftover Woman Panicking, and this video right here, separate imperials that go in their own stretch, have their own focus. Each one of my body parts, different imperial. So, but that was tied to personal development. One, and the false notion in that stretch is that you understood it, but you didn't. So you have to build PD1 from the ground up. How do you do it? Well, it's a secret. It doesn't really make sense, but over time you'll start to understand it. However, focusing on your weaknesses, your past, your future, your present, and overthinking is actually a really good thing, because what do we have else? But thoughts. Thoughts are important. They help us grow. And that's why a lot of people that are alone and don't have friends and are really smart, they think faster. They're able to come up with ideas, really interesting concepts and inventions really quick. And I know it feels like you don't want to be in that kind of life where the world like imprisons you in a place where you have to literally think about all this stuff alone. But you're not really alone. You have people around you. You just need to find a way to communicate it so you can actually have an equilibrium with others. So let's continue the video.
I feel like things are just backwards over here in Australia, you guys. So when I first moved here, not a single guy came up to me at the clubs and hit on me.
Oh, boo-hoo. Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
And I found it a bit weird. I was like kind of offended, not gonna lie. Coming from North America, I don't know, I was kind of offended. It was really nice because I could just go out with the girlies, have a good time, you know what I mean? Like, no guys were coming up to me, like, it was great. Anyways, now I have a boyfriend, and every time my boyfriend and I go out to the clubs, there are 1,000 girls coming up to him and hitting on him, and no guys come up to me at all. And I'm like, is that just how it is here? Like, do the girls put in the work? Like, is it just a bit backwards? Because, like, in North America, it's like the guys come up to the girls, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know any girls that would go up to a guy, so it just seems a bit backwards. Like, can someone please explain this to me? Also, why is every single guy short? Like, I'm a pretty short girl, and I tower over all these men at the club.
Did you know that 53% of single men don't approach women because they're scared?
So this all goes down to culture and the interests we have in culture. You know what I mean? Like women will have similar interests based. I'm not saying women in general, but a lot of women will say that they want a taller man, don't want short men, a lot of these alpha male MGTOW videos say women want, but women do say all these things, and it's kind of funny, but you could already understand that they actually, a lot of girls don't really know. They know what they want, but they're not saying what they want. They're showing their beauty. They're showing their caricature without explaining exactly what they want. And it will show. It will really show, because honestly, like, if you see a girl's exes, the exes they have, or the boyfriends they'll have in the future, a lot of them might not be like taller than them. Some may be shorter than them. Some might not even be as attractive. And that's because the dating pool is not perfect, and it shouldn't be. There's always going to be times when you're going to date somebody that's not as attractive or is attractive. And that's true for everyone. And that's why a lot of women will say that they want a man that's rich, successful, and have all that, but that's not the true perspective. That's kind of like a reflective like issue, kind of like how guys say girls have bitch filters because guys have bitch filters too, in a way. Like, that's just what they're showing. It's not what they really feel inside. When the girls are alone in their own space, that's when they really talk about what they really like. And you may never see that unless you're gay or you're one of their what is it called when you're like the third person in the room, but you're overshadowed by two other people. That's what I'll call it. Overshadowed. Just continue.
Scared of coming off as creepy? This means that single women are going to have to step up their game and make the first move. You're telling me half of men will finally leave me and my friends the fuck alone at the bar and stop coming with their unsolicited advances? Let's ramp those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
The attractive men are not at the bars anymore. You know where they are on a Friday night? Fucking gym. Once late at night yesterday. On a Friday night. Tattoos. Muscles. Brunettes. Men. Men with no hose. Where are you? What are you doing? Get your ass over here. I don't know why they're not going up to women. Like, what's holding them back from that?
Because of feminism and Me Too and all that shit. And because women will put men on blast who, like, maybe awkwardly approach them. You see also those gym TikToks.
So, honestly, like, a lot of... I'm not here to be, like, against, like, either side, but I remember in the past when I used to approach a lot of people, and I would do it for weeks. I would just find new people to talk to. I would get a lot of snaps, a lot of Instagrams, and I guess it would be over 100 people that I would talk to. And that was a time where I did talk to a lot of people, and it turned out that it didn't really work because over time people started gossiping and saying, oh, this guy's a creep because he's trying to talk to a bunch of women. And that's not exactly what stopped me. It just led me to hide, you know? Because I didn't really want to be put on blast. I didn't really want to be treated like that. And that's where I see a lot of issues now, because a lot of men don't want to be put on blast and they don't want to be treated like that. But here's the thing, it doesn't really matter once you really understand that not everyone cares about what goes on. Like, I've done so many embarrassing things and people don't exactly care. Maybe they do care, but it doesn't really affect my life. So, if you really want to, and this beta male strategy structure, be your own type of consistency. Don't be the consistency of the market. Don't be the consistency of the dating market. Just be who you are and figure out who you are first. You have to figure out who you are, and it might be a lot of scientific and mathematical problems with that, and philosophical confusion, but in a way, I know who I am. And later on, I'll say I didn't know who I am because it's character growth. We all go through character growth. Consciousness is really, really confusing, but really, really simple at the same time. Life doesn't get harder and harder and harder. It always has its easy, medium, and tutorial moments. Let's continue.
TikTok videos where girls like work out in the gym, and then there's like a guy who like glances at them for like 1 second and they fucking blast them. That's what guys are scared of. And these guys they're not even doing anything wrong. They're just like innocently sometimes they're not even looking in their direction. So there's like this social component now where like people are terrified to get like being exposed on social media. So
Are you approaching girls at a bar?
Me?
Who, me?
Who? Me? I'm not. I'm too nervous. I just wait in the corner and sip my drink and be mysterious.
I honestly find that guys aren't approaching girls at the bar anymore.
Weirdly enough, yeah, me neither. I usually would hear like my friends like be like, "Oh my god, like, I'm gonna go up to that girl." I'm like, "Okay, cool."
Not
No one really
anymore.
does.
It's like one of your friends said it to me recently. So another guy I know said it to me,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "You're all very attractive men," and they're like, "I am like terrified. I'm anxious,"
Yeah.
and then I'm like, "You don't even have to be anxious because you're so attractive. They're coming up to you. Like that's why."
Yeah. Or
One question. Where's all the fine men? Where's the men that make you want to buy lingerie? Where's the guys that make you blush? Butterflies in your stomach? Where are the fine men?
Where the fuck are the decent men in LA?
Who's going to tell it?
So, I don't have anything really against either side, but what shows really here is that there is a little bit of selfishness where a lot of girls will be like, where the hell are all the guys, right? But maybe they have some truth to what they say, and maybe they don't. The thing is that it used to be a little different, you know? Back when I was like approaching for a while, I was good. I was good at it. Not good at it, but I met a lot of people, as I said before. I scored a little bit. Not trying to over-exaggerate, but it's like, this is what the MGTOW perspective is, and I don't agree with it. It's that women complain about being approached, and then later on they'll be asking why aren't they approaching them. And one of their logic is that I want you to be this way, but I don't want you to be this way because I want you to be this way because I don't want you to be this way. And it's like an emotional difference. And what they're really trying to say is that they want you to find the solution to their problem that they're making because they want men to do a lot of the stuff that they can't do because they look up to a man as a supporter, as the one that grows a foundation and puts everything in place. But here's the thing. Women are not the gatekeepers. Men aren't the gatekeepers. Women aren't dominant. Men aren't dominant. Women aren't submissive. Men aren't submissive. It's just a very complex system where it shouldn't be related anymore to the ecosystem of natural selection and evolution. It shouldn't be related to that anymore because, like, the more we relate to how the animal kingdom works, the more problems we'll have. So we have to not be animalistic. We have to be more like a human being. And the weird thing is that a lot of people might disagree with that. Joe Rogan, Alex Jones, all those other people might disagree with the idea of not being your animal self. But the thing is, doing that makes you more like yourself. Like the animal in you. You grow more of the animal in you the more you grow with yourself. But it isn't about growing linearly, modularly, any of that. It's about growing your own way. Going your own path. It is a system within a system. It is a system you create. And we all have to create it together. That's where cooperation comes with. That's why we work together to succeed. And one person can't succeed alone. It has to succeed with many people. Women succeed around other women. And they get the men they want. And it's not always based on looks, because sometimes a girl can have looks and not get the people they want. Sometimes a guy that's not attractive can get the woman they want. And that's the truth. It's not all based on looks. So a lot of people in the MGTOW movement hear this. It's not about you not having six figures, having looks, or any of that. It's just the condition of society and how it works. sometimes you won't get what you want. But that's where consistency happens. That's where you need to find your signature for the world. The more you contribute to having the idea of women being tree loggers, women being football players, women being soccer players, women being basketball players, men doing all the things women do, and women doing all the things men do, that's where true equality happens. But it's sort of like equity too. But the thing is, equality even has a problem today too, because we can't really even define what equality is. That's where I have my own idea called re-equality, where we're more than equal. We have separate dimensional understandings of equality that give us more purpose, more independence, more structure. So we need that re-instance of all of those imperatives of the past, all those imperials that I call, like, to revalidate who we are. Yeah. Anyways, I'll continue this with part 2, so bye.